That morning, in the studio of The View, the atmosphere started just like any other recording session. But no one could have predicted what would soon unfold, a surprising moment that would spark laughter and quickly become the talk of all social media. Known for its heated debates, the show was about to take a different turn. Whoopi Goldberg, the host for the day, made an unexpected swerve with the mere mention of a name. And from there, a hilarious, memorable, and somewhat backfiring moment was born, leaving the entire studio in fits of laughter. The tension in the studio was thick as Whoopi's sharp words went straight for Musk's public image, leaving both fans and critics questioning if this was the start of a fiery media war. As events unfolded, one thing became clear. Whoopi was ready to take on Musk in a way no one had anticipated. What happened next was a showdown that quickly became the talk of the town, and it was clear this was far from over. You can't miss this moment. Dive into the heated debate about the showdown between Whoopi Goldberg and Elon Musk. Did Whoopi really humiliate Musk? Or is this just an unexpected battle of wits? Share your thoughts and stay tuned for what's coming next. This fight is just getting started. Hit like and share if you want to see even more intense moments. The atmosphere in the View studio that morning started like any other recording session. The show is known for its fiery topics and heated debates, but no one anticipated that just one name could send the entire studio into laughter and create one of the most viral moments in the show's history. Whoopi Goldberg, the host that day, set the tone with purpose. She looked directly at the camera, casually flipped through her notes, and then slowly began. So, yesterday, Elon Musk took his son, X. As soon as she mentioned the name X, a brief, stunned silence filled the room. Joy Behar, always ready with a sharp remark and her trademark humor, raised an eyebrow and cut in with a simple X? No explanation was necessary, and the entire studio burst into laughter. The moment quickly gained momentum, and Whoopi, ever the seasoned pro, knew she had just crafted a TV moment for the ages. Unruffled, she kept her cool, raising her hand ever so slightly to regain control of the room. Then, with a sly, mocking tone, she retorted, "I didn't name that kid." The audience roared with laughter once more. Whoopi, still composed but with a playful glint in her eye, added, "I don't want to hear any more about our name." Her half-smile and mischievous tone sparked even more laughter, setting off a chain reaction of chuckles throughout the studio. Sunny Hostin, known for her sharp wit, tilted her head with a playful smile. She caught on quickly that Whoopi's remark wasn't just poking fun at Musk's son's unusual name, but also subtly throwing shade at those who had criticized her own. The conversation smoothly transitioned to a deeper topic, the significance of stage names and identity in Hollywood. With a mix of humor and sincerity, Sunny turned to Whoopi and said, "You know, Whoopi, I get it. People always ask me why I don't use my real name." Sunny, whose birth name is Onion Cummings, had long been questioned about her decision to adopt a different name for her TV appearances. Changing names isn't just about making them easier to relate to. It's often a way to overcome the biases tied to one's background. Whoopi nodded thoughtfully, then shot a glance at Joy Behar, who, like her, didn't use her birth name. Joy chuckled lightly and waved her hand, attempting to steer clear of the conversation, but Whoopi wasn't about to let her off that easy. "Joy, why don't you tell them your real name?" Instantly, the whole studio leaned in. Joy sighed but kept her smile, admitting, "Josephine Victoria Uto. My grandmother named me after herself and used to threaten that if I changed it, she would... The studio erupted in laughter once again. Joy Behar had a knack for weaving humor into her personal stories. Whoopi, wearing an understanding smile, turned to the camera and said, "That's why we don't judge names here, okay?" But the conversation didn't end there. All eyes shifted to the name that had sparked so much buzz. XAA-12. Unable to hide her curiosity, Joy asked the question on everyone's mind. "So, what does that name mean?" Sunny, ever the investigator, quickly found the answer. X stands for the unknown variable. A is the elvish representation of artificial intelligence from mythology, or possibly love, and A-12 is named after their favorite aircraft. Behar widened her eyes and quipped, "So basically, the kid's name is a math problem?" The studio erupted with laughter, and even Whoopi couldn't contain herself, tapping lightly on the table, shaking her head, and adding, "Look, I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, when that kid grows up and has to fill out a government form, good luck." But the conversation wasn't just about the name. It highlighted a larger trend among celebrities opting for unique names for their children, often as a way to express individuality or impart deeper meanings. As Whoopi, Joy, and Sunny shared their thoughts on celebrity names, the conversation deepened. It wasn't just about poking fun at Elon Musk's son's unique name. It became a discussion about identity, recognition, and the complexities of fame. Why do some celebrities change their names? Is it for better accessibility or to leave parts of their past behind? Does a name truly matter? Or is it the person and their achievements that define them? With the wisdom that comes from years of experience, Whoopi closed the conversation with a reflective thought. In the end, a name is just a name. What matters is what you do with it. The room fell quiet, not in an uncomfortable way, but in a moment of thoughtful reflection. The laughter faded, replaced by nods of agreement from the audience. As the show moved on to other topics, the conversation about XAA-12 lingered in the air. It wasn't just a bizarre name, it sparked a deeper discussion about identity, fame, and how society perceives even the simplest things. And who knows, maybe one day XAA-12 will sit down on a talk show to explain his name in his own words. Until then, Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts will undoubtedly have more to say, and the audience will be eagerly waiting to hear it. That morning, the energy in the talk show studio was electric. The hosts had barely settled in when a heated debate erupted. The hot topic of the day was Elon Musk attending a White House press conference with his son, XAA-12, and the growing speculation about whether he would one day appear on a talk show to explain his name in his own words. Until that happens, Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts were sure to have plenty more to say, and the audience would be eagerly listening. So, yesterday, Elon Musk decided to take his little one X to the White House, standing next to Trump at a press conference, and I just have to ask one question. Why? Whoopi emphasized the word why, and the entire audience erupted in laughter. But the other hosts weren't about to let her have the spotlight. Joy Behar quickly jumped in with a sharp quip. "Musk didn't just bring little X. He might have brought Instagram along too." Behar's pointed comment sent the studio into another wave of laughter. Everyone instantly got the reference. Musk's massive influence in the tech world, from Tesla and SpaceX to his acquisition of Twitter, now rebranded as X. Sunny Hostin, the sharp voice of the show, raised an eyebrow, her expression serious. Elon Musk is a businessman. I get why he's at political events, but I really don't understand why he'd bring his son into such important discussions. Sarah Haynes, with a calm yet equally sharp tone, added, I don't think a child should be at a White House press conference, especially when Donald Trump is involved. To understand the controversy better, let's rewind to that moment. The press conference unfolded in the East Room of the White House. Donald Trump stood at the center, his signature expression, half serious, half waiting to dominate the moment, on display. Beside him was Elon Musk, clad in a sleek black suit, his hand gently resting on his son's shoulder. The boy, with platinum blonde hair, stood there, wide-eyed and curious. At just 4 years old, he couldn't possibly comprehend the significance of the event, but that didn't stop photographers from capturing the moment, transforming it into an iconic image and a fiercely debated one. A reporter from the Washington Post quickly asked, Mr. Musk, why did you bring your son here today? Musk smiled gently, unfazed by the question, unlike many business moguls who might have bristled under such scrutiny. He shrugged and replied, I think it's good for him to see how the world works. The audience murmured. Musk, known for his philosophical and enigmatic style of speaking, left the room with more questions than answers. The response, while thoughtful, didn't completely satisfy the crowd. Trump, of course, couldn't resist adding his own spin. Elon is a genius. He's an amazing guy, and honestly, this kid, he's going to be even greater. Trump's words only intensified the controversy. Was Musk using his son as a PR tool? The question lingered in the air, adding another layer to the already charged discussion. Back on the talk show, the hosts weren't shy about sharing their opinions. After letting her colleagues have their say, Whoopi Goldberg finally spoke up, emphasizing each word as if to make sure no one missed her point. He's not helping build the economy. He's using Tesla as free advertising for Trump. Her comments set off an explosion in the studio. The audience erupted in applause, and Bihar quickly added, Exactly! We're talking about a billionaire who owns several tech companies and runs one of the largest social media platforms in the world. If he wants to promote Trump, he has millions of other ways to do it, but dragging a child into this political battle is just weird. Sunny Hostin, always the calm and rational voice of the show, offered a different perspective. But who knows? Maybe Elon Musk genuinely believes that exposing his son to politics at such a young age will help him develop the right mindset. What I'm concerned about is whether X is truly being protected in all of this. Sarah Haynes nodded in agreement. This is a child, and no one is protecting him from the pressure of the media. The showdown between Whoopi Goldberg and Elon Musk is bound to take even more unexpected turns. Join the conversation and share your thoughts on what's going on. Will Musk respond, or will Whoopi keep stirring the pot? Hit like, share, and leave a comment now. Don't miss any moments in this battle. Stay tuned and see who will come out on top. The show continued, and the debate showed no signs of slowing down. Some saw it as a harmless moment, Musk bringing his son to a political event as a lesson. But others raised a bigger question. Is Musk using his son as a PR tool? Whatever the answer, one thing is clear. The image of little X and Elon at the White House will be remembered for a long time. And knowing Musk, this likely won't be the last time his decisions stir up global controversy. As for the talk show, That day's discussion was just the beginning of a broader conversation about the role of celebrities in politics and the fine line between personal life and public influence. Whoopi, as always, wrapped up the discussion with a sarcastic remark before moving on to the next topic. If this is how Musk is teaching his son about the world, then I've just got one thing to say. Good luck, kid. The audience erupted in laughter, but beneath the humor lay an undeniable truth. The world isn't easy for anyone, not even the son of one of the most powerful men on the planet. That day, the talk show was supposed to be about Elon Musk and politics, but in an instant, Whoopi Goldberg decided to shift the focus. Once Whoopi made up her mind, nothing could stop her. She waved her hand decisively, placed the papers on the table, and locked eyes with the camera. Her gaze was sharp with determination. The audience sensed she was about to drop something shocking. All right, let's be real for a second. If Elon Musk has enough money to buy Twitter, surely he has enough to fix Tesla's roadside assistance service, she said. A brief silence followed before the entire studio erupted in applause. The applause echoed through the room, some laughing, but everyone knew Whoopi had hit on a sensitive issue that millions could relate to. Since Musk acquired Twitter, now rebranded as X, all the attention has shifted to the platform. He spends hours debating with users, firing thousands of employees, adjusting algorithms, and even sleeping in the office to demonstrate his commitment. Yet, in the meantime, Tesla, the golden egg of his empire, has been left to take a back seat. Joy Behar quickly jumped in, delivering a sharp jab. No surprise that people's Teslas break down on the road and they have to wait 5 hours for help. Sunny Hostin, who typically stays out of such humorous attacks, surprisingly joined in. My husband once had to wait 5 hours just to get support from Tesla, and don't forget, this is an electric car, not a gas-powered one. He couldn't just step outside and pump gas. Sunny's story only added fuel to the fire, making the discussion even more heated. Behar gasped, and Whoopi simply crossed her arms, shaking her head in disbelief. I mean, if you can build a self-driving car, surely you can create an efficient customer support team, Whoopi remarked, causing the audience to erupt in laughter. And it wasn't just Sunny Hostin. Thousands of Tesla customers had voiced their frustrations about slow customer service. Many Tesla owners complained about waiting hours, sometimes even days, to get help when their cars broke down, facing shortages of replacement parts, while concerns about accidents linked to Tesla's self-driving technology sparked significant public alarm. Joy Behar, never missing a chance for a sarcastic quip, added, I just have one question. If Teslas can drive themselves, why can't customer service run any faster? The applause was even louder this time, but Whoopi wasn't done yet. She shifted her focus to the bigger issue. Was Musk neglecting Tesla while diving into other projects like Twitter? He's doing way too much at once. Twitter, SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, the Boring Company, and now it's clear he wants to be a political figure too, Whoopi said. Even Sarah Haynes, who usually keeps a neutral stance, couldn't help but agree this time. A tech company can't operate efficiently if its CEO spends all day arguing with people on Twitter. Whoopi nodded in agreement before delivering the final punch. We don't need him to fix America. We just need him to fix Tesla first. As soon as the show ended, social media exploded. The hashtag #BeerFixTesla now quickly soared to the top of trending topics, accompanied by another powerful hashtag, Whoopi vs. Musk. Everyone was eager to see how Elon Musk would respond. Would he fire back with a sarcastic tweet, or would he simply ignore it, as he often does when faced with criticism? Whatever Musk's reaction, one thing was certain. Whoopi's remarks had made a lasting impact. She didn't just shine a light on a serious issue. She got the entire country talking about it. And with Whoopi Goldberg, this was definitely not the final blow. That day, the talk show was consumed by a fiery debate about Elon Musk, Tesla, Twitter, and politics. Whoopi Goldberg took aim at Musk, sparking social media with the hashtag, #FixTeslaNow. But no one saw it coming when Joy Behar, the sharp-witted queen of humor on the show, delivered the most explosive moment of the episode. This time, however, she might have gone too far. It all started when the conversation shifted to politics and the complex relationship between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Musk had occasionally supported Trump, but also distanced himself at times. As one of the most powerful entrepreneurs in the world, Musk couldn't avoid having some influence in the U.S. political landscape. That was when Behar dropped a joke. She cleared her throat, her eyes twinkling mischievously, and delivered the line with a knowing smile. "I think instead of buying a Tesla, Trump should buy one of Elon's rockets." The studio burst into laughter. Everyone knew Musk owned SpaceX, and with his goal of sending humans to Mars, he might just be the only one capable of accidentally turning Trump into an astronaut. But Behar wasn't done yet. She continued, her voice filled with excitement, when Whoopi Goldberg quickly interrupted. "All right, we need to go to commercial," she said urgently and firmly, as if she had just witnessed a media disaster about to unfold. The audience in the studio erupted in laughter, but there was a noticeable unease in the air. It was clear Behar was about to say, "Blast off into space and never come back." But Whoopi intervened just in time, knowing the line could easily be misinterpreted as a suggestion that Trump should disappear from Earth. In a time when political tensions in the U.S. were at a boiling point, even a joke could spark a major scandal. Whoopi understood that, and she wasn't about to let it happen. As the commercial break began and the cameras turned off, the hosts of the show were still processing what had just unfolded. Sarah Haynes shook her head, trying to hold back a laugh but unable to hide her concern. Sunny Hostin stared at Joy Behar as if to say, "What did you just do?" And Joy Behar, ever the master of casual humor, just chuckled and shrugged as if it was no big deal. "Hey, I wasn't finished," she protested, her signature sarcasm still intact, clearly unbothered by the stir she had just caused. Whoopi, now composed, rested her elbow on the table and tilted her head, looking at Behar. "Did you realize that if I hadn't cut you off, the entire internet would have exploded the moment we went back on air?" Behar's remark may have been interrupted, but the internet wasn't about to let it slide. When the show returned from the commercial break, Twitter lit up with mixed reactions. The hashtag #YourJoyBeharRocket quickly climbed the trending charts, accompanied by a flood of responses ranging from humorous to outraged. "We all know what Behar was about to say, and Whoopi saved her from a scandal," one user wrote. "Someone buy Trump a one-way ticket to Mars," another mocked. "Behar crossed the line, it's no longer just a harmless joke. I love Whoopi, she just saved the whole show in 1 second." Some users went even further, photoshopping an image of Trump in a spacesuit with the caption, "SpaceX, one way, no return." Controversial statements from TV hosts are nothing new, but this time, Joy Behar seemed to be walking a fine line between sharp humor and a media storm. High-profile TV personalities like Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and Bill Maher have faced backlash for jokes that crossed political lines. But Behar is a seasoned veteran in the industry. She knows how the media works, and thanks to Whoopi's quick thinking, she may have just avoided an all-out scandal. Typically, when a TV host faces criticism, ABC would require them to clarify their remarks in the next episode. But with Behar, she's likely to keep making light of the situation, stirring up even more controversy, because that's just her style. One thing's for sure, the next episode of the show will be a must-watch. Will she explain herself, or will she keep playing it up as usual? There's only one way to find out. Stay tuned to see what Behar does next. As the controversy surrounding Joy Behar's joke on the TV show still lingered, another shocking event unfolded. SpaceX had just experienced a catastrophic failure when one of its rockets exploded minutes after launch, creating a dramatic scene in the sky. The media quickly covered the incident, but what made the situation even stranger was how the public began to link the explosion to the TV show. Some social media users even joked that Behar's comments about rockets were somehow cursed, adding an eerie twist to the already charged atmosphere. In the storm of speculation, something unusual happened. Elon Musk remained completely silent on X. No one could have predicted that just days after Behar joked about Trump buying one of Musk's rockets, a SpaceX rocket would explode. This strange coincidence quickly became fertile ground for conspiracy theories on X. The hashtag #BearRocket soon morphed into Behar Curse, with users humorously suggesting that Behar's joke had cursed SpaceX, fueling the growing online frenzy. Did someone mention the explosion? Behar is the uninvited prophet we didn't ask for. Behar told Trump to go to space, and SpaceX responded with an explosion. Coincidence? I think not, one user wrote. Some even added, "Right. I'm never letting Behar talk about my bank account again. Don't want it disappearing like that explosion." However, beyond the memes and jokes, the story was starting to grab the attention of mainstream media, with reporters and commentators beginning to connect the dots between the two events, fueling the growing fascination with this bizarre series of coincidences. Fox News, a competitor of the show, quickly seized the opportunity, mocking Behar's joke as being as dangerous as a failed rocket launch. Other media outlets, however, took a different approach, analyzing whether SpaceX was facing serious technical issues or if the explosion was simply a routine mishap. The split in coverage only added to the growing spectacle as the media continued to spin the events in their own unique ways, feeding into the frenzy surrounding both Behar's comments and the rocket disaster. For someone like Musk, who is known for tweeting around the clock, his silence on the SpaceX rocket explosion made many people stop and think. Normally, he would have immediately taken to X to explain what happened, blame someone, or post a self-deprecating meme. But this time, there was no tweet. Musk's silence only deepened the intrigue surrounding his next move. Was he quietly gathering data for a grand comeback? Or was he plotting a counterattack on the talk show for turning the incident into a joke? The lack of a response only fueled speculation, leaving everyone wondering what Musk was really up to. Some media experts speculate that Musk is taking an unconventional approach because the SpaceX rocket explosion is no small matter. While SpaceX has faced failures before, each setback impacts the company's credibility and the private space industry as a whole. Musk may be carefully calculating his next move, choosing not to react immediately to avoid adding fuel to the fire. His silence could be a strategic decision to maintain control over the narrative, ensuring that his next statement is carefully crafted and measured rather than a hasty response. He may be waiting for the controversy to die down before making a stronger statement. The feud with the TV show could present an opportunity. If played right, Musk could turn the narrative in his favor, shifting public attention away from the rocket explosion and onto Behar and the talk show. And if there's one thing we know about Elon Musk, it's that he never stays silent for long. Once he's ready, he'll likely use the situation to his advantage, reclaiming the spotlight and potentially flipping the script on the entire ordeal. As Musk remains silent, the TV show finds itself in a tricky spot. Whoopi Goldberg, who had stepped in to save Behar earlier, now faces a decision. Continue discussing Musk and SpaceX or steer clear of the topic altogether? Should Behar clarify her joke or let it fade away quietly? If they keep joking, they risk facing a strong backlash, especially if Musk responds forcefully. The entire situation now hinges on Musk's next move. Whether he decides to break his silence and address the controversy or allow the tension to simmer longer. The pressure is on him, and the show is left waiting for his response. If Musk decides to speak out, it won't be a simple statement. He's a master of media manipulation and could turn the rocket explosion into a joke or even make a direct appearance on a talk show. The battle between Musk and the show is far from over, and if anyone has a secret card up their sleeve, it's Musk. Even in his silence, his lack of response only fuels public curiosity. This is in stark contrast to his usual behavior, where he quickly responds and challenges the media. His silence makes people believe he's planning something big, like the calm before the storm. The longer he stays quiet, the more anticipation builds for his next move. While Musk remains silent, his supporters ramp up their attacks on the talk show and Whoopi Goldberg, accusing them of trying to undermine Musk's reputation. In response, the show and its critics push back, questioning why, if Musk is as strong as he claims, he hasn't spoken out yet. The back and forth intensifies, quickly escalating the controversy and drawing in prominent figures from both sides. With each new wave of support and criticism, the tension grows, and the public eagerly waits to see how Musk will ultimately respond to the growing storm. According to sources on X, Musk isn't ignoring the talk show but is planning a counterattack. Instead of simply tweeting mockery, he may appear on rival talk shows like the Joe Rogan Experience or Tucker Carlson Tonight to take control of the narrative and turn the situation in his favor. Musk could opt for a more subtle approach, using the talk show controversy as a marketing tool for Tesla or SpaceX. A tweet like, "Our rockets may explode, but at least we're not wasting your time like a talk show," could be his tactic, blending humor with a strategic dig to shift the conversation. Musk could easily launch a mocking media campaign, using social media to turn Whoopi Goldberg and the talk show into the latest joke. However, he chooses to remain silent, possibly to prolong the controversy and keep the public's attention on him. Meanwhile, the talk show faces a difficult decision. Should they continue mocking Musk or shift to another topic? Will Whoopi Goldberg condemn Musk's silence, or will she wait for his response? Some believe the show will keep pushing the story further, knowing it will attract more attention and keep the audience engaged. The tension continues to build, with both sides waiting for the other to make the next move. A battle with Musk could certainly boost the talk show's ratings, but if Musk retaliates, he could seriously damage their public image. If he's truly preparing to strike back, we've only seen the beginning of this drama. Will Musk return with a powerful blow or continue with his strategic silence? Will the talk show keep provoking Musk or decide to back off? One thing is for sure. This story is far from over. When Musk finally speaks up, everything will change, and the public will be waiting to see which side comes out on top. Ultimately, the feud between Musk and the talk show is just a part of the larger media game both sides are playing. Musk, with his calculated silence strategy, has skillfully kept the public's attention, while the talk show now faces the decision of whether to keep provoking or back off. Everything hinges on Musk's next move. Once he speaks, however he chooses to, the media storm will no longer be just an online debate. It will become a global event. Stay tuned for the latest developments, and don't forget to share your thoughts on this unmissable showdown.